Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Shaklee Health Chat tonight. My name is Stephanie Johnson, and I'm here with my friend and business partner, April Roden, and we're both very excited to share with you something that we're passionate about, and that's living healthy and sharing health with others. And I'm not going to give you my whole entire Shaklee story, but I've been a Shaklee kid since before I was born. My parents started their business about 40 years ago, and it stayed near and dear to our hearts all these years. So now I'm having my own Shaklee business, and I enjoy helping other people just on their path to wellness. And I will have April introduce herself also right now.
Yeah, so my name is April Roden. I live in Marysville, Ohio, and I grew up a Shaklee kid as well, like Stephanie, and my grandfather and my mom have had their Shaklee businesses for over 45 years. So the business and the products I've always loved, and so I wanted to stay at home with my two boys, which you may hear in the background. My apologies. And so it was because of them that I decided to step into building my own Shaklee business, and also because of the quality and the legacy of Shaklee as well. And we're excited to share some of that information with you tonight.
Yeah, so in today's health chat, we're going to talk about healthy weight and the impact it has on you, as well as Shaklee's solution to quote-unquote yo-yo dieting. We know that a lot of people have expressed interest in this topic, so that's why we decided to do this health chat, and we're happy that you are joining us tonight. And let me get, there we go, healthy weight. So today's health chat is just about that, healthy weight. And I'm going to have April give you a little background.
All right, so first we'd like to start off by telling you a little bit about Shaklee and our rich heritage. So Dr. Shaklee was the one who started Shaklee, and he was actually a chiropractor and an amazing scientist, and he actually invented the first multivitamin in the U.S. 100 years ago, which is pretty cool to think about. Dr. Shaklee also invented the first plant-based protein supplement made with soy lecithin, and Dr. Shaklee was a real innovator of his time. He himself was a really sick child growing up, and he and his parents were able to heal himself through nature, and that's why he believes in harnessing nature for your health, which is kind of all about Shaklee's philosophy. And because you're taking from nature for these products, he's all about giving back to nature as well. So you'll back in the 60s, actually, Dr. Shaklee actually created one of the very first non-toxic cleaners that was out there too, and it's actually an official Earth Day product called our Basic H. So we have cleaning products that are non-toxic. So we're all about treading lightly on this earth because Dr. Shaklee believed that it gave so much to us. So our mission is to provide a healthier life for everyone with our products, and a better life for anyone with our earnings opportunity. And so, as I said, everything Shaklee does is designed to be in harmony with nature.
And Shaklee believes in unparalleled purity and safety, and which Shaklee has actually coined beyond organic. So if you're not familiar, organic is actually simply a method of growing, but it does not ensure purity of the end product, whether that be a fruit or vegetable, or whether it be a supplement. Whatever it is, it really has nothing to do with how the item ends up once it's on our shelf or in our refrigerator. So with that belief, it goes along with our standards. So our quality standards actually go beyond how and where the ingredient is grown. And to ensure the purity, Shaklee actually looks to confirm the purity and potency of the ingredients from the creation of the product to the delivery of the customer. And Shaklee does this by conducting over 100,000 quality tests per year. We screen for over 350 contaminants, pesticides, and impurities on every new botanical ingredient. And Shaklee believes that our health is so important that Shaklee actually goes above and beyond the required amount, which is 3 times the required amount of tests from the USP. And Shaklee's also helped pioneer many of the advances in nutritional research. We actually have over 120 published papers and scientific presentations, and more than 70 patents and patents pending, in addition to exclusive sourcing arrangements all over the world.
So a really incredible example that we have is something called the Landmark Study. And it was the first ever of its kind study, and it was done to evaluate health markers in long-term consumers of multiple Shaklee supplements. So these are people who used quite a few Shaklee supplements for 20 to 43 years. And so this study was actually done in collaboration with UC Berkeley, and it showed that long-term users of multiple Shaklee supplements had double-digit better biomarkers of health when compared with those who took another multivitamin or no supplements at all. So you can see here in this slide, in heart health, that showed lower levels of triglycerides, lower cholesterol ratios. For brain health, it showed better cognitive function, and biological stress, there were lower levels of C-reactive protein. So it was actually a really cool study that was done, and even the scientists that did this, like we said, were from UC of California at Berkeley. They were blown away by the results. And the scary thing is that in some of the studies that were done, those that took other brands of supplements actually had worse health than those that took no supplements at all. So it just goes to show you to really be careful and know what is in the supplements that you're taking. So in addition to papers and studies, what we love about Shaklee is it's also proven by the people. So loyal product users that we have are athletes. They count on Shaklee to fuel their performance in world-class athletic competitions. Shaklee has sponsored athletes Shaklee-sponsored athletes have actually earned a total of 137 medals. We have a pure performance team, which is a team of athletes that actually use Shaklee products, and they are Olympians. And we don't pay the Olympians to use our products. They don't have to pay for the products. But they choose to use Shaklee products. And Olympians have to be really careful taking supplements, and many are told not to because they can be so tainted with, since the FDA does not regulate supplements, they can be tainted with illegal substances, but they can be sure that when they're taking Shaklee supplements that they're not going to have that problem. And Shaklee products have also helped fuel astronauts in the NASA space program, like Commander Mark Kelly, who flew the Space Shuttle Endeavour on missions to the International Space Station, and his brother, Captain Scott Kelly. And he used Shaklee products during his year on the International Space Station. And we actually got to hear the brothers speak at conference a couple years ago, and it was really amazing to hear their story and to hear their trust in Shaklee. So one of the greatest things about Shaklee is that we stand 100% behind our products. So the products are safe, they're proven, they're guaranteed. We have 100% customer satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. So no questions asked. You could use the full product and decide you don't like it and send it back, and Shaklee will give you your money back. So that's what we call the Shaklee difference.
Okay, so that was a little bit of history and our philosophies behind our purity standards here at Shaklee. So we're actually going to just dive right into the health chat, which is about healthy weight, what that really means, and how Shaklee can help you address the dilemma for failed diets. So this is just kind of a basic but yet a complex visual just to show you how healthy weight affects many areas, if not all areas, of our overall health, such as joint health, brain health, our energy, bone health, aging, everything. So better health starts with a healthy weight. And when you lose weight, you actually gain significant health benefits. So you want to be sure, because there are healthy and unhealthy ways to lose weight, but you want to be sure to have a sensible, gradual weight loss. There's a lot of fad diets out there with the new year coming. Inevitably, there's a lot of folks with resolutions. They want to lose a lot of weight and they want to lose it fast. And really, we want to just focus on healthy ways to maintain a healthy weight. So keeping in mind that weight loss can be healthy or it can be unhealthy. So studies have shown that with healthy weight loss, there's an improved overall quality of life. And that includes reduced risk of migraines, depression, sleep apnea, blood pressure, high blood pressure, which can actually be normalized in some people. And sleep apnea actually can be eliminated or decreased with even just a 10% reduction in weight. Can help manage heart disease. If caught early enough, it can really dramatically affect type 2 diabetes, some cancers, gout, and joint damage. So those are just a few benefits of weight loss.
So this slide talks about why diets fail, and many of us have experienced maybe perhaps going on a diet before and then just to lose weight and then to gain all the weight back. So there are many diets that people try, obviously with frustrating results, and it kind of creates a vicious diet of what you probably have heard before as yo-yo dieting. So the reason that is because diets lead to a loss of your lean muscle and your fat, which leads to the slowing of your metabolism. So when you lose your muscle mass, your metabolism tanks. So reduced metabolic rate results in easier regaining of weight. So when you lose your muscle mass, your metabolism goes down. When you start to go off of your diet because your metabolism has gone down, then you just start to gain that weight back again. So the cool thing about Shaklee 180 products, which some of the products we're going to talk about tonight, is they're designed to help you avoid that vicious diet cycle. The reason that is because they're going to help you burn fat and not muscle. You're going to use your Shaklee 180. We've got support tools to help you set your healthy weight goal and to plan healthy meals. And you can also track your progress for results. So this slide talks a little bit about your BMI, so healthy weight and your BMI. Many of you have probably heard of your body mass index. It's a universally recognized measure of body composition, and it's based on your height and your weight. So knowing your target BMI is a really good place to start to help you to a healthy weight. We actually have something that we're going to talk about a little bit more about later at the end of the presentation, but Shaklee has something called HealthPrint. And it's actually a really good resource for finding your BMI. And then based on the answers you provide when you take the Shaklee HealthPrint assessment, Shaklee will help you calculate your BMI and let you know if you're in that healthy weight zone. So it's a really nice tool to have. And it also gives you some other details the HealthPrint does, which we'll share with you here shortly.
Okay, and just like with a lot of things that Shaklee educates people on, one big thing is that small changes can lead to big results, especially in the topic of healthy weight. So there's some simple diet and lifestyle changes that can lead to big results. These being just these few basic things we have here: portion control, clean eating, so avoiding a lot of your processed carbs, your processed sugars, your high fat processed foods, 20 minutes of daily exercise. Those are three really easy ways to start on that healthy weight track. And we can actually help you with those changes. So one easy way to help jumpstart some diet and lifestyle changes is to do a healthy cleanse. And there's a lot of different cleanses out there these days. Sometimes people call them resets or detoxes. There's a lot of juicing ones. There's all sorts. This is one that I can speak of because I've actually done this last February. And this cleanse actually helps eliminate cravings so you'll eat healthier. It also helps restore, detoxify, and maintain healthy digestive balance. It supports healthy digestion. It helps increase your focus and energy. It helps with sleep quality. It helps with hunger management. And I have to say, I'm planning to do this again in early 2018, mainly because I just think it's just something good to do once a year, maybe a couple times a year. I will say I was never hungry on this. I was full all the time. You eat a ton of vegetables, a ton of fresh fruits. we chose to do a track in this cleanse where we included some protein in it. And I will say, I don't think I've slept as well as I did when I was on this cleanse, which it's too bad you can't do the cleanse 365 days a year if I could get all that good sleep every day. It was some great sleep. So it really taught me where some of my just diet weaknesses are. And it just obviously just cleansed my body. So it was great. I had great energy too. So that's one of those things that Shaklee has that we can help you with as far as jump-starting a lifestyle change. So yeah, in this kit, it includes a step-by-step guide with the foods to eat and foods to avoid during the healthy cleanse. It's fairly simple. It's a very nice, easy to read handout. I know Amber and I have recipes we can give you, and very easy to follow, and especially good to do with someone else, whether it be a spouse or a friend. I did it with a group of 8 last year, and I'm hoping to repeat it with maybe a group of double that size this upcoming year. So we will see. And I'm losing my. Oh yes. So these are just examples of the foods to eat. You can see there's a lot of greens, a lot of reds and blues. You're mainly avoiding your nuts, your dairy, your processed sugars, and your a lot of your grains. So fairly simple.
All right, so the Shaklee 180 program, as we talked about, it can help you lose fat and not your muscle, which can help motivate you get fit, right? So typical diets, like we talked about, you lose fat and muscle. So the Shaklee 180 with leucine is actually designed to help you lose the fat. So it's the leucine in our product that really makes the difference. Leucine is actually an essential amino acid, and it actually stimulates protein synthesis. So it signals your body to hold on to your muscle mass. So when Shaklee was doing the studies on the 180, 100% of the people on the program maintained 100% of the muscle mass that they had and were only losing the fat. So a lot of people found that you may not be dropping tons per se on the scale right away, but they really noticed the way their clothes were fitting and the way that they looked in the mirror because they were losing that fat, but they were hanging on to that muscle. And remember that muscle weighs more than fat. So that was one reason why they might have not seen the scale tipping hugely, because they weren't losing both of those, but they were definitely losing the fat and noticed a huge difference. The biggest thing that I have heard is in the way their clothes are fitting them. All right, so these are some of the Shaklee 180 products that we have. And you'll see here with all of these products that Shaklee uses non-GMO soy protein. And Shaklee processes their soy protein a very certain way. It's not alcohol washed, it's water washed, and it's not heat processed. And both of those things can actually change the properties of soy. So Shaklee knows that, and we don't process our soy that way. And it's also really important that we use non-GMO soy. Again, it's powered by leucine. It has absolutely no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives added. None of our products have that. All of these products are gluten-free, and they are low glycemic as well. So someone who might be a diabetic, these are perfect products for them. So what the products include is we have our Life Energizing shakes that we had. That's our protein shakes that you can make awesome smoothies out of. You can add fruit to them. You can add some other natural flavorings to them if you'd like to make really delicious smoothies. We have our Meal in a Bars, and there's several different flavors of our Meal in a Bars. Those are my absolute lifesavers when I'm eating on the go. So when I'm not at home, when I'm at home for lunch, I have my smoothie, but when I'm on the go, I have my Meal in a Bar. It's awesome when I'm traveling. I actually have celiac disease, so I cannot have gluten. So it is extremely hard to find something that I can eat when I'm traveling. So this is something I don't have to think about. I can just grab it. We have snack bars, again, that are also gluten-free. They're just smaller than the Meal in a Bars. The Meal in a Bars have 20 grams of protein. The snack bars have, in general, about 10 grams of protein. We have snack chips as well. So if you like the little bit more savory side, savory, salty side, you can do the snack chips. We have something called Metabolic Boost. That's designed to help keep your metabolism stable and your blood sugar stable, so you don't have any spikes with that. And then one of my favorites is the energizing tea. So we have a green matcha tea. We also have a pomegranate one, and it's an awesome energy boost, either in the morning, or I like it about 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I really need that burst. So those are some of the products that are in the Shaklee 180 line. And what it is, if you're interested in the 180 program, is it's a simple program that's super easy to follow, saves you time, saves you money. But this is just an example of what you could do. So breakfast is a life energizing shake or a meal in a bar, and then you have your 180 metabolic boost. The snack, if you want, is a 180 energy tea. And then for lunch, you have your shake again, or meal in a bar, and again, the metabolic boost. And then your afternoon snack can be a Shaklee 180 snack bar. There's also, if you do the program, they give you other snack ideas as well, so you don't have to rely specifically on the Shaklee products. There's some other products that you, or other things that you can make for yourself that are great snacks as well. So Shaklee has some guidelines for that. And then your dinner is just a normal healthy meal, and then again, another metabolic boost. And then in terms of a healthy meal, someone's like, what exactly does that look like? So there are 4 main parts to a healthy meal. It's a half to a cup of whole grain, whether that be quinoa, brown rice, whole grain, or gluten-free pasta. 4 to 6 ounces of protein, lean protein, unlimited veggies, and then pick a healthy fat for yourself. And that can be an avocado or olive oil, something like that.
That looks good.
It does look good.
I know. So since we're here to talk about healthy weight, I'm just going to share with you the most recent study on the combination of exercise and the Shaklee 180 meal program. And we actually got to hear a lot about this at our last conference in one of the science symposiums that they have. But this study was actually the longest and largest study on the combination of exercise and the 180 program and how it affects weight loss and body composition. And the study confirmed that Shaklee 180 use of the products plus exercise was more effective than exercise alone. And the subjects in the program, they did it for 6 months, and they actually lost an average of 14 pounds of body fat and more than 3 inches off their hips. And I think what is important to remember is that there's a lot of quote-unquote diets or plans where you might lose weight, but you also might be losing muscle mass. And that was one of the big things with the Shaklee study, is that this is actually 14 pounds of fat. It was not, there was no muscle mass in that counting. And you can see here it says 14 pounds of fat occupies the same volume as 14 one-pound boxes of butter. Oh my. So they also experienced significant improvement in blood pressure and glucose control as a result of the weight loss, which goes back to one of those first slides we shared as far as benefits. And they did gain muscle, which helps keep your metabolic rate up. So yeah, that was just a really cool study that Dr. Daggy actually explained in person. So goes back to the Shaklee science. So there's actually some really easy tips to get the most out of your exercise. So you want to stay consistent. So choose something that you'll stick with. That's usually a big thing. I know for me, if I don't like what I'm doing at the gym, then I'm not going to do it. So pick something that you like and you enjoy and that you'll stick with. Make sure you're exercising enough. The CDC suggests at least 2.5 hours every week. Some people do an hour a day. Some people do 20 minutes a day. You just want to hit 2.5 hours at least for basic amount. You want to definitely increase your heart rate. If you're walking, you want to walk at a pace where your heart rate increases. You want to make it worth your while for sure. Lifting weights is very important because resistance exercise helps build lean body mass. It also helps support bone mass as we get older. And then supplementing properly, because the more you exercise, the more nutrients your body needs. And then you always want to start slow and build slow. And then you want it to actually turn into a habit and a lifestyle, part of your lifestyle. Yeah, and then exclusive access to program tools is something that you have when you do use Shaklee 180 products. So we have information online. Even if you aren't using the 180 products and you're using something else, you can still, as a member, access this information. It has ideas for meals, portion control, recipes, lifestyle tips, and fitness information. And then we also have a Naturally blog that we can give you the information for, that if you subscribe, you'll get sporadic recipes coming from that blog, and sporadic like articles and emails about just healthy lifestyles. And it's not a bunch. You don't get them like a million a day. I say I probably get a couple a week, and they are really good. So Shaklee has a ton of tools to help you on your wellness journey.
All right, so this is just an example of one of the downloadable tools that Steph was talking about. This is a clean eating shopping list for snacks. Like I had mentioned, Shaklee gives you some ideas for snacks besides just the 180 products, and for third meals as well while on the program. So again, choose whole natural foods, eliminate the processed foods. I know those are the quick things to go to, but some of the worst. Choose whole grains if you can. At mealtime, fill half your plate with fresh veggies and combine protein with carbs to stay full longer. Try to steam, bake, grill, or eat raw foods, and avoid processed sugars and refined food. Darn it, those processed I like those.
'Tis the season, right?
Yes. And then, like Stephanie said, if you subscribe to our blog Naturally, then you can help to stay motivated and informed on that as well. So again, it's got a lot of great nutritional articles and recipes to help support your weight loss if that's what you're looking to do. And then another example of a downloadable tool is the Pantry Makeover. And that has suggestions on how to help you eat healthier as well. So remove high sugar, high calorie, high fat items. And it says, try substituting some things like, obviously you want to substitute sugary cereal with high fiber, low sugar cereal. Packaged potato chips you can substitute with raw almonds, white bread with 100% whole grain bread. So just some simple things like that you can switch out that Shaklee will give you some tips for.
Okay, so step 3. This is a great plan that Shaklee has that involves the Life Shake that April talked about earlier. We're here to really support you along your Fit for Life journey. And we can help you determine which nutritional plan is best for you. So this picture right here just shows our Vitalizing plan, which is a great basic plan. Dr. Shaklee said from day one that everyone should have a daily source of a pure protein and a multivitamin. And this hits both of those areas perfectly. So this combines the Life Shake with our Vitalizer. This gives you the vitamins and minerals your body needs. You have your 16 grams of your ultra pure non-GMO plant-based protein. And then you have the Vitalizer, which has over 80 different minerals and nutrients that your body needs in one convenient little strip. So this is a great way to start that journey. We also have our 180 starter kit, which actually is part of a Shaklee promotion through the end of January. And this starter kit includes two canisters of Life Shake. You can pick your flavors. 1 box of the 180 snack bars. Again, you can pick what flavors you'd like. A bottle of the Shaklee 180 Metabolic Boost, and then our Vitally multivitamin supplement, which is kind of like the great-grandchild of that Vitalized Mineral, the very first multivitamin that Dr. Shaklee invented in 1915. So the neat thing about this program is it includes a step-by-step guide to help you get started. You can use it as it's made to be used, which is as a strict kind of 2-week jumpstart. So it would be this could last you for 2 weeks. Or I have had some people who decide that they are not ready to maybe necessarily go at it with a strict 2-week program, and they've been able to have it last a little bit longer, mainly with the shakes. But yeah, this is a great beginning step too.
All right, so this slide talks about being fit and fabulous with a 21-day sugar cleanup. So this is something that I think I'm going to try. I'm trying to convince Stephanie to try it as well. So
if I'm going to do the healthy cleanse, I might as well just do this. You know?
Might as well.
I might as well.
Onto it. Right. So the idea is to kind of clean up your sugar intake. So sugar can be so addicting, and I know that I am addicted to it. I really like sugar, but sugar does not like me. So I can tell when I eat sugar, especially in the evening, my stomach and everything within me does not like it very much. Yet I still continue to do it. I think that's the definition of insanity. But anyway, so this has been their 21-day sugar cleanup. There's a group of people in Shaklee that have been doing this each month. I did not want to do it in December, I will be honest, because I do like my sugar so much. But I thought January is perfect because by then, all the sugary foods I've been eating, I honestly am ready to put them away for a while. So the idea is to help kind of jumpstart your weight loss, increase your energy, increase mental acuity, decrease your cravings, especially for sugar, give you workout ideas, supports, giveaways, and tips. And there's also recipe, snacks, and meal prep ideas. So what this involves is to give you a real short rundown of it. The idea is our goal is to eat less than 50 grams of sugar a day. So try and keep your sugar down to less than 50 grams. There is a group on Facebook that is actually doing this. So the group is made up of fitness coaches, certified nutrition therapists, nurses, phys ed teachers, and board-certified integrative nutrition coaches. And they're actually people who are contributing to the group. So you're going to get workouts, you're going to get recipes, support, all kinds of things with this. So the group that they had back, I think it was in November that was doing this, they had over 300 people in the group. So a lot of people wanting to do this, and the testimonies that came out of it were pretty amazing with the way people felt. So I think that sugar could be having a big effect on the way I'm feeling a lot of times. So I'm kind of excited. There's several different programs in that you can do when you're doing this. The main point is to do less than 50 grams of sugar a day. But then if you want to, you can add in healthy cleanse products. And then if you want to, you can also add in some of the nutritional products like the Vitalizer or the Vitally as well. So if this is something that you're interested in, let us know. It actually runs from January 1st to January 21st. I'm not going to start it till January 2nd because my husband makes way too much really good food on New Year's Day. So I'm going to jump in on the 2nd and go from there. But if you're interested, you can let Stephanie or I know, and we can definitely get you more information and details and put you into the Facebook group as well. And then this just talks a little bit more about the health print. So as we finish this up, if you are interested, if you have not taken the health print yet, ask the person who invited you here for a special link and you can take your health assessment. So what this is, it allows us to better serve and support you with your health goals. It takes about 5 minutes to complete. It's about 20 questions and it focuses on what's important to you. And then it talks about ask questions about your health goals, kind of what you're currently doing, where you want to be. And then you'll receive a health and wellness score based on where you are relative to your goals. And then it'll also give you health insights and recommendations and educational content as well. So if you kind of I want to get started on something, but I have no idea where to start, this is a great tool to get you started. And this is the one that also helps to calculate your BMI for you. And it's a great tool because it just gives you some tidbits into some things that you can easily start doing and incorporating into your life.
All right, and then just to round it out, we just wanted to let you know different ways that if any of this is of interest to you, that you can get involved with Shackley. So there's really three different ways to experience the products and how they can help transform your health. So you can use them. So the benefit here is that when you join Shackley as a preferred member, you actually unlock exclusive access to special offers, and you will get free shipping on auto ship orders for forever that total $150 or more. And there's a lot of different ways, well, three main ways, but you can really get free membership quite easily with Shackley. And then you also will have access to your online account, and then promotions that Shackley runs, and then promotions that April and I run. You'd have access to those as well. Then you can also share Shackley. You can join as a distributor. You share Shackley products with friends and family, and it's a real easy, fun way to earn extra cash rewards. And then there's also the option to build, which is what April and I are doing. You can build a team, and in order to do this, you can unlock qualified distributor benefits by purchasing one or more of our success packs. And these are special packs of products that April and I can talk to you about if you're interested. And if you do that within your first calendar month, you will be able to take advantage of those success pack special prices. And yeah, there's some real basic ways to get involved with Shackley. Building a team, like I said, is what April and I are doing. We always love having people inquire or gaining some team members. And the fun part about it is you can build a team and a business for yourself in a way that works for you and fits your life and your schedule, with the potential for significant financial rewards. So we just wanted to share those three ways you can get involved with Shackley with you. And that is the end of our health chat. So I think that's it. Am I right, April?
That is all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great holiday.
Yes. Thank you.